Will a city known for having hiccups when it comes to major developments be able to pull off one of the biggest ones yet? Here on Wink News at 4, we told you how a committee told the Fort Myers city manager to start negotiations with Pitch Prime despite a protest from the United Soccer League, which was the runner-ups.
Now, Wink News anchor Emma Heaton joins us in studio. Emma, is it full steam ahead for the city and Pitch Prime, or is something standing in the way?
Amanda, there's more than one obstacle standing in the way of closing the deal with Pitch Prime LLC. One is the scoring process. Last month, City Council voted in favor of Pitch Prime to acquire the city of Palms Park. That vote is still under scrutiny. Runner-up USL protested against the scoring, calling it unbiased and unfair, which brings us to the second obstacle, which is more of a question. Will the city face a lawsuit?
January, Pitch Prime LLC pitched their plan to turn this former professional baseball stadium at the city of Palms Park into a mixed-use sports and entertainment complex. Other groups presented, but Pitch Prime succeeded. Then, council got heated.
I'm sorry, but this is just a black eye for the city.
I look at this as a winner-take-all.
Because we were given a criteria.
All that over two councilmen, Liston Bochette and Fred Burson, giving out zeros on a 1 to 5 voting scale. USL, who got second place, called the vote biased and unfair. Wednesday, the city's dispute committee was tasked with deciding if there should be a revote. And USL attorney Sawyer Smith warned everyone that if members invalidate the protest, to expect a lawsuit. Even with that, the dispute committee decided the city can proceed to the next step of a finalized deal with Pitch Prime, negotiations.
That recommendation, it's been less than 24 hours, so I don't have the formal recommendation yet. Once that recommendation will come to me, my office, and we'll evaluate that with our legal team and evaluate the merits of the protest, and then I'll make a decision and recommendation to the city council as to whether we continue negotiating with Pitch Prime or some other option.
City Manager Marty Long told me those other options include reissuing the RFP or request for proposal and hearing proposals again. In other words, back to square one.
Do you believe that mistakes were made in the voting process?
Still under evaluation. You know, we'll look at it from every angle to see. There was a lot of talk about spirit, and a lot of talk about intent and those type things, so error or mistakes could be part of it.
Long told me it's too soon to say if and when negotiations may take place with Pitch Prime.
USL had threatened a lawsuit. Where does that stand, and are you expecting an injunction?
I don't know that that was a threat. I don't know that we took that as a threat. It was mentioned about going across the street or something like that. That at this point would not factor into our decision making.
And across the street is the courthouse. So where does the city of Palms Park stand? Well, as Long mentioned, his office and legal team must evaluate the merits of the protest. Then the decision goes to city council, who will decide whether to proceed with Pitch Prime or move forward with, quote, other options. In terms of the timetable, Long said there's no specific time frame that any of this must be done by.